Is it possible to redeem a murdering psychopath like Homelander? Not entirely. In a fan fiction I read of Beauty and the Beast, the character Gaston survives the fall at the end and is revived by the same witch that turned the prince into the beast. Gaston was turned into a hideous monster, and until he found true love, he would remain in that form forever. And I think a very similar storyline could work out for Homelander in the next season of The Boys. Imagine if Soldier Boy takes away Homelander's powers, and the vials of Compound V are all destroyed in the lab. What would Vought do about that? I think the first thing they would do is try to cover this up, and only a select few people would actually know that Homelander is mortal now. But eventually, the news will get out to the rest of the Seven. What do you think the Deep would do, knowing that Homelander is now weaker than him? Would he take any "your gills are disgusting" comments? Would A-Train take any "you're getting fat" comments from someone who is significantly weaker than him now? Would Queen Maeve even let Homelander live after everything that he's done to her so far? I would think Homelander would be a liability to Vought, and he would eventually be kicked out of the Seven. Now, homeless, penniless, and powerless, Homelander would wander the streets until he is attacked by a random group of thugs. From the episode Herogasm, we saw that Homelander has zero fighting skills. And why would he? He's the strongest guy in every situation. All he has to do is just laser his enemies and it's over. He wouldn't have to spend time learning different fighting styles or defensive maneuvers. And it might sound a little bit cheesy, but imagine if Homelander is saved by a young woman, and over the course of the seasons, Homelander starts to learn humility and what it really means to be a hero and a person. Maybe he realizes that the merch doesn't matter, the cameras, the lights, the cheering people, none of that matters when becoming a hero, because the only thing that does matter is helping people. I think in the end of Season 4, Homelander will find some Compound V, and it will be revealed that not all of it was destroyed in the lab, and Vought simply did a risk assessment and concluded that promoting someone else to lead the Seven would be a far better idea than letting Homelander continue. Maybe Homelander doesn't take the V at first. Maybe he realizes that having superpowers is what turned him into a monster, and being normal is the best way that he could repent for his sins. But I do see him taking it at some point. Maybe he has to take it to save the woman he fell in love with. And what would Homelander do after taking the V? Would he kill his attackers? Would he cripple them? Let them go? Would some time as a normal human being give him a better appreciation of life and give people second chances? The season will lose a lot of its blood and gore if Homelander is mortal, but I think it would gain a very well-developed redemption arc. Would Butcher still try to seek revenge against Homelander after fully seeing that Homelander is not the man he was a couple seasons ago? And we've seen Butcher and Huey's transformations after being on V. Is it fair to say that a compound that turns someone into a literal god might corrupt them some way from the inside out? Are they on a similar path towards Homelander's? Is it possible to redeem Homelander? Would stripping a man down to his bare bones, where he has nothing left, and build him up from the ground up, enough to repent for everything that he's done in this series so far? Let me know what you guys think about it.